Hi, I'm Mark Keefe, Editor-in-Chief of American Rifleman Magazine, and I've got Joshua Waldron. He's the CEO of SilencerCo, which of course is one of the nation's premier silencer suppressor manufacturers. Now Josh, today at NRA headquarters, you've brought what I think is one of the most innovative products I've ever seen, and that's the Salvo shotgun suppressor. How did you guys come up with that?
Well, a couple of reasons. We had a video that some guy in the backwoods of Tennessee or something made this humongous shotgun silencer, and we took a video and it got like 2 million views. This was like back in '09, and we're like, wow, that's like a lot of views for something. And then between that and you know, getting on an airplane or at a social event or any of that kind of stuff, people would say, what do you do for a living? And I'd say, oh, I make silencers. And the first question 90% of the people asked was, oh, do you make one for a shotgun? And I never really thought like a shotgun silencer would be something that we would do when we first started the company. And so between like seeing some of the, you know, writing on the wall, well, we should probably do this. And so we went to work about 1.5 years ago, really trying to think about what's the best way to make that work and not lose your shot pattern and the ability to use chokes and all of the things that we've had to really design around. So it took a lot of time and some doing to get that done.
Now tell me a little bit about the modularity of the device.
Sure. So it ships at the 12-inch length, and we have accessory kits, they're called rod kits, that you can shorten it from basically 2 inches at a time. So you can go from 12 to 10 to 8 to 6. And the reason that we wanted to do that is, let's say that you have like a turkey gun or something that's a shorter barrel. A little longer would probably be better on a shorter barrel, but yet if you have a longer barrel, the shotgun is already quieter, and so you don't need all of the length. And so you can get that shorter, which basically it keeps the weight down to a manageable. You know, even at the 12-inch, it's very manageable and it feels really good. Your swing is really good. The way that it feels is great, but you can just, you know, hiking through the you know, fields and things like that, it's nice to have as light as possible. So if you have a longer barrel, you can shorten the product down.
So Josh, how does the unit actually attach to the shotgun?
It attaches via choke tube. So you can't have a fixed choke shotgun. So anything with a modern choke tube, basically, you can thread onto. We have chokes. Right now we're making improved cylinder modified full, and we make them for basically every manufacturer as well. So you can literally attach it to anything you got.
So you're doing the Bradley pattern, you're doing the Beretta pattern, you're doing the Benelli pattern, Remington.
Remington, Mossberg, Winchester, Browning.
So a guy with a fixed choke, he's out of luck.
Yeah. I mean, you can always buy an aftermarket barrel with that. There's companies that make that, and you could have a gunsmith even thread a choke in there for you as well. But I don't know if there's a lot of people that would know how to do that right now.
Now, how did you guys manage to suppress the gun and still maintain good patterns?
So we have a patented system basically that has rods in a pattern in the bore, and basically what that does is any modification that your choke will do to your shot pattern, whether you're running improved cylinder, or modified or full, it holds the wad into that position. So when the shot leaves, it's literally the same shot pattern as it would without the can. So those rails basically hold everything together as it slides down through the bore. Great.
Yeah. Now, is it compatible with steel shot?
Yes.
Because I got to tell you, I've been in some goose pits, and
it's loud.
Yeah. And the now how far does the Salvo actually reduce in terms of decibel rating?
It takes it down to about the same as a .45 caliber handgun with the Osprey on it. So it's around 132, 134 decibels, around that range, which is far beneath the 140 decibel hearing safe level.
I got to tell you, one of the most asked about guns that we've had in our museum, it's been on TV, and that's the 1187 with the Crisco can from No Country for Old Men.
Right.
And you know, I've had to say, look, that thing's bogus. But what you've done, Josh, is crack the code and deliver really the first effective, practical suppressor for shotgun. So what an innovation.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we that's why we've called it from day one the first commercially viable shotgun suppressor, because there has been others. They're kind of one-offs, and people make them from various places, but none of them allow you to use your bead. None of them allow you to get really the sound performance without it being unwieldy, and so you know, it's an amazing product. It's a seeing is believing product. As soon as somebody puts it in their hands and shoots a clay or shoots a bird or whatever with it, they're completely hooked.
Josh, my hat's really off to you and your engineers. For more on the Salvo and other suppressors from SilencerCo, go to SilencerCo.com.